All right. We're about to start it off. All right. Let me get this drum too. This is Isupk Delaware, man. We out here at this Peace on the Streets event. And, you know, we out here with the heavy hitters. I got Captain Ariyah. I got Mataza Paul back there. Got Officer Thusha Yum. Got Taza Yad, you know what I'm saying? Officer Taza Yad. Got the trooper back there, man. What's going on? It's a Robin Carr. And we out here, man, just kind of, you know, just getting the overall feel of the place and, you know, pass out flyers and just really let everybody know about our classes that we have. Our classes are Tuesday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. At 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. And we also have a Sabbath service on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Then we got a street camp after that. A lot of times we be down in Dover, and we also be in Wilmington. You know what I mean? So look, all you gotta do is contact the 302-467-8837, and we can get you right. You know what I'm saying? So all it takes is for you to take that first step to get your life together. You know what I'm saying? So just come on down, and we'll take care of the rest. All right? Peace. You know what I'm saying? So just come on down and we'll take care of the rest. All right? Peace. You know what I'm saying? So just come on down and we'll take care of the rest. All right? Peace. Let me see. All right, so it's on. For some reason, I don't know why we can't hear any coming out the TV.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, right?
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo stop it. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo stop it. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army. Going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, chemo sabe, got this bitch off the hand. Got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, this is salt. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move and coach shit. Hey! One way! One way! One way! One way! One way! Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drums, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5 but you
so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move and post shit. See me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to boss shit.
All right, so here we go again to tell you about brotherhood and sisterhood. You know, half the stuff half the people ain't gonna listen to anyway, but here it goes. All right, so brotherhood and sisterhood is the foundation, right? Is the foundation, is what we need to, you know, move forward as a nation. Is definitely, you know, because what you got to do is, and like I always say it every time I get up here. Hold on, what General Robert do? Is this thing on? I don't know if this thing been on, but you gotta like listen. You know what I'm saying? And you have to make sure that you make a concerted effort to at least try to implement the tools, the tactics that we bring to you each week. I mean, I know I could be doing a bunch of other things, right? And I know all of us could be doing a bunch of other things, right? And I'm hopefully not coming up here for my health, right? So, you know, we come up here, Matazabah comes up here, and you know, we try to give you these scriptures, right? But the main thing that you want to do is you want to internalize these scriptures so that you can be able to start to repent, right? Because repent, right? When I seen a brother put a post up that said, "Repenting is not crying; it's actually changing." Right? Because when you're in the church, it's like crying, right? It's like you really cry to repent. That's kind of like what they make it seem like in the church. But yeah, so we're talking about brotherhood, right? Now, for sure, the one nigga from B2K, that nigga don't got no brotherhood. Blue Fizz, that nigga crazy. That look, they're famous, right? Now, they might not be A-list or anything like Amarion probably is, right? But at the same time, they do got some fame, right? So out of all the bras that you could get, you get my baby mom. That's like no brotherhood at all. And then I seen the video where they tried to, they were talking about it last night on Commander Jimmy Yohana's show, where the brother tried to apologize publicly, but it's like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like all these broads in here that you could get, all these women out here that's screaming in this crowd for all of us, and you could get any one of them, but you choose to get my girl, you fool dog mark ass trick. You know what I'm saying? So brotherhood, man, is definitely what you need. It's like, look, you ain't got to get what I got. You know what I mean? Go get something over there. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of women out here. It's enough for everybody, but you want my woman. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where, the breakdown in brotherhood goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like you see on social media, like social media is ran off of our lack of brotherhood. Like, look at everything that's popping on social media with black people. And it's all, everybody got to op. Everybody got to op. Like, damn, like, you're like, to be honest with you, like, you're really like a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you see people on TikTok, like, well, these people hating on me. Nobody's hating on you, man. What you don't have anything for anybody to hate on. Like, I don't get it, And when you look at like the shows on TV, different things like that, of course y'all can chime in. But when you look at like the different shows on TV, like Love and Hip Hop, whatever it is, it's all about us fighting each other. The women fighting each other. When you look on social media, that's what it's about. Women fighting each other, men fighting each other. When you look on Clubhouse, what's the most popping rooms? Men fighting each other, coming at each other. And that's our story. And because like we're so dysfunctional as as a whole, as a group, like everybody's able to pocket money off of our dysfunction. You know what I mean? And that's where we go wrong. All right. All right. So let's go. I'll just pick one. Let me get Mark 12 and 31. Yeah, you got it.
Mark chapter 12 and verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
And the second is like, namely this.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. And we got to keep going over this because, you know, we don't really totally 100% get it. Right. When it talks about loving your neighbor, of course, we already should know by now that it's not talking about loving, you know, the Chinese man is not your neighbor. Right. It's talking about the brothers and sisters that's in your neighborhood, you know, that's next to you, your brother, your sister, right? You know what, like the craziest thing is like, you ever see like I seen something today, Mataza. I seen it was Big Meech, right? And they was interviewing Big Meech, and you had all the, you had all like the BMF cats around. But it seemed like everybody was hardcore, everybody was, we tough, BMF, and then it's like soon as Esau came up in there, it was like everybody was smiling. Everybody had, it's like Esau put you in a whole different vibe. It puts you in a nice vibe. Like maybe we might be beefing, me and you might be beefing, and we hardcore gang members, but let that Esau come up in here, and it's like, you totally, the whole feeling has changed, So read it one more time.
Mm-hmm. Mark 12 and verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
And the second is like, namely this.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. You gotta love your neighbor as yourself. Right? That doesn't say hate your neighbor like everybody else do. It means to love your brothers and sisters as yourself. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work. Now, I do see that brothers are starting to get a little bit, brothers in the world are getting a little bit more, a little bit better with it. Sisters here and there are getting a little bit better with it, but it could be better. Right? You want to say something, tell us about?
When you was making a statement earlier about like Fizz and what was his name, Amarion?
Yeah.
Is it Amarion?
Yeah.
Then how they didn't have, how Fizz don't have any brotherhood, and it made me think of the scripture. So like whenever I can get a chance.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so it's Proverbs 6 and 32.
All right.
Proverbs 6 and 32. I remember being at work, and I was like, man, I don't want to listen to Proverbs, so I used to just play it on YouTube over and over. Now I remember this part talking about a man in his vengeance. But it says Proverbs 6 and 32. It says, but whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get. And that's why we looking at him like, yo, he a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, he a piece of garbage. Like, everybody in the world, like, you had to get my bread or, at least my baby mama.
Right.
Like, she got my kids. Like, it could have been, like, anybody else, but it had to be you.
And the kids call him Uncle Fizzy.
Like, mother back there smashing home.
Yeah.
Like, weird stuff.
Yeah.
So he's dishonorable shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away, like his shame, you know what I'm saying, shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he would not spare in the day of vengeance. Like a lot of people get killed behind stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because some dudes come home, catch you sleeping in his bed or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It says jealousy is the rage of a man. So like he just might flip out and kill you, her, the dog, and, everything.
Right.
And it says it will not, his vengeance, it will not spare. He will not spare in the day of vengeance. Like when he's stabbing you, and you like after the first two, you know what I mean? You're like, no, please, don't do it. He gonna do it 30 more times. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how they be like, this is a crime of passion. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna spare you in the day of his vengeance.
Right.
Man. He's just gonna go crazy. And these are the things that, and that's why you don't mess with another brother's ring. You know what I'm saying? Not only, you know, is it dishonorable and stuff like that, man, but you know, it's just.
Yeah, because you know, and this, you know, what I've been getting a lot of questions about, like about that lately, like about multiple wives. I've been getting a lot of questions about that. You know what I'm saying? And like the one, okay, like this one sister, right? She asked me about multiple wives, right? She said, she was like, this is a sidebar, but she was like, why can't women have a lot of husbands, right? Multiple husbands, right? So I just asked her a simple question, right? I said, okay, so if this was, say you had 5 husbands, right? I said, and they all lived in 5 different houses, right? I said, so say you had a family, right? I said you had a family with this husband, you had a family with this husband, and they all lived in different houses, right? So I set the scenario up. Then I said, okay, so if you had kids, say you had kids with all 5 of those husbands, where would the kids stay? Who would the kids stay with? Would the kids stay with the husbands and then you would just go to each house or whatever like that? She was like, no, the kids would most likely stay with me. And I was like, well, that's what we already doing now. Right, but that's what we doing now. The women have different men that all live in different houses, and all the kids stay with them. Right? It's called welfare. That was like, and then it was like once she heard it, she was just like, damn, I never thought about it that way. Like you already got what you want right now. You already got it. It's oh man. But yeah, so okay, so we got let me see, somebody from Wisconsin in this joint. All right. Dusty Yum. All right, your pod Kalaya, Taziala, Azawar, Young Man Steve. That's right. Kana, Kazakawa. Yeah, y'all staying here for the whole class too, man. I'm gonna start calling on y'all to see if y'all still here. Just start, you know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to get your name or something like that. I'm gonna just periodically, if you a young man or you a sister or something like that, and you trying to get your name or whatever, you know, I'm gonna just randomly call your name and to see if you respond, because you know, yeah, type of 1 or something like that. You ain't gonna see nothing. You ain't gonna see nothing go up. Yeah, it's like a lot of different scenarios, but of course, you know, why would a woman want a whole bunch of men, right? Why would she, right? And even if it was like Mataza Pa said this too, it's like, okay, let's just say like if a woman let's just say if a woman had multiple husbands, right? And she had kids, how would she know whose father is who? Look, we're not talking Mari, modern day, you know, DNA test. I'm talking about back then, ancient times. How would you know whose father was whose? Who would get the inheritance? Would you take the baby and hold him out to eat? Like, well, he got the same ears. They got the same ears. Yeah. Or you just be like this, or yeah, you just it just wouldn't be. It just ain't. Slaki. I know I'm going off. I'm digressing, but point is that I don't know. For some reason, I've just been getting a lot of those questions lately. This is like one of those things that come up, like the mark of the beast. All right. So brotherhood and sisterhood, right? You gotta work on it. Definitely, it's something that you gotta work at. You can't have brotherhood when you just drinking, man, and having a good time. You know, it's easy to have brotherhood in the bottle, you know, but then, you know, when those times come when, you know, you know, it might be some things you might not want to do. You might get an order that you don't like or something like that. Then, you know, you got to still be able to, you know, maintain it no matter what. I know for me, I can't be, you know, fighting with brothers that I got to go out on the corner with, you know. I can't even get myself to even do that. You know, it's like you want to make sure that if you got a brother and you got an issue with him, you go and you talk to him and you don't let it fester. You know what I'm saying? You take that brother to the side and you be straight up with him, you know, even if he is a higher ranking officer, right? Because that's the worst thing you could do is to let something fester, because at some point it's going to get you out of the school. The whole fight that you have with this whole truth is in your head. That's it. It's all in your head, man, right here. That's where the war is at. And as long as you can fight that war, and as long as you get the tools necessary for you to fight that war and you get prepared, then you can battle. But you can't battle, you know what I mean, once you get out of here, man, without the help of the school and the foundation of the brotherhood and sisterhood. You can't fight it by yourself. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get out of here and fight your way right back on the block. Right. You're going to fight your way right back into some perk 30s, right? You're going to, you know, fight your way right back into, you know, some fentanyl, some cinnamon, right? And then that's what's going to happen, because you're gonna try to hide your face from the presence of the Lord. You're going to try to hide amongst the trees in the garden. And the minute you try to hide amongst the trees of the garden, the Lord is going to find you. The Lord is going to find you, right? In the cool of the day. And you're going to be sitting out there and the Lord is going to find you. And how the Lord finds you is the only Lord knows how that's going to happen. But for the most part, you know, you want to make sure that you never hide yourself from the Lord. All right. Let me get John 4:20. 1 John 4:20. Yeah, I'm ready.
1 John chapter 4 verse 20.
Uh-huh.
If a man say I love the Most High and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
A lot of cats say that. These cats, man, look, the Bloods are liars. The Crips are liars. The Gangster Disciples are liars. The BDKs are liars. You know, they're all liars. And the Etas are liars. All of them are liars. Because how are you gonna say that you hate 18th Street Gang, but you got a cross around your neck? And you love Jesus Christ and you love God, and it's not gonna work, right? We got to stop really like it was amazing last night what the general was bringing out, and the general forgot he even brought it out about histrionic disorder. You know, histrionic disorder is really a disorder that literally has been created from social media. You know what histrionic disorder is? Let me see if I can find it. Histrionic disorder. In a person with histrionic personality disorder, self-esteem depends on the approval of others. The like button. Everything that you put on Facebook, it got to go up. Like, you know, you just got to get the validation from somebody that this food here, it tastes good, or this book that I'm reading is nice, you know, or whatever it is. It's like, now, of course, you can put stuff on Facebook. Nobody's tripping on that. But when it starts to get to a point where you got to do it just for the validation of other people to actually do it, then you have a real problem, right? And so, you know, me, myself, like, I'm more so grounded in reality. So social media is not something that I really give a damn about. The only thing I would ever really want to do on social media is to like just push the school or push a product. Right? It's not like I'm not the type of person that would just like take pictures of my plate all the time. You know, like you the type to Instagram your breakfast in the morning. Remember that on the Chris Brown video? He said you the type of nigga that text a woman I'm cuter in person. Oh man. So My point is this, man, for the sisters too, man. Look, you gotta have some sisterhood, man. Look, the Chinese people, they making billions of dollars off of you pulling that hair out, right? They making Yo, did y'all see Salaki? This is a sidebar. Did y'all see Tommy Sotomayor was on? What's that show with What's the show with Vivica Fox? It's like a daytime show. He was on there, and they were pulling the videos when he was calling women like he was talking about women when he was talking about women on the show or whatever. So let me get that from the top, please.
1 John chapter 4 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
If a man say he loved the Most High and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Mm-hmm.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love the Most High whom he had not seen?
Right. This whole thing is like really, you got to consider like the necessary things that it's going to take for us to really rise above the oppression that we go through and what goes on with us each and every day. Right. You man, I don't know about y'all, man. I mean, well, I pretty much know y'all agree with me, but you know, I'm tired of like just living the way that we do as a people. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of getting handled the way that we get handled. Like, when are we going to really understand and figure that out, that this place is not designed for us to prosper? Yeah, a couple of us might get through, and yeah, a rapper or something might get on, and he's going to change the lives of the people that's around him, but he's never really going to do anything that's going to really affect change for us as a race of people, right? And so, yeah, you might get to, have nice clothes or something like that if you happen to make it rich or whatever. But when it all comes to come down, we ain't really got nowhere, because the oppressor is still ruling over us, and we still in the same boat. Go ahead.
A lot of times he letting rappers get rich, and they get rich at the expense of their own people. You know what I'm saying? Because they let them in, they giving them multi-million deals, they doing this, but all they talking about is drugs, lean, stuff that's destructive.
Mm-hmm. Right, because I mean, everything is just so shallow now. It's just about, I don't know. What is it about? Skinny jeans and skinny jeans, big shoes, big sneaks. I don't know, but that's what it's about, right? It's about just the lack of brotherhood, man. I don't know. Maybe we'll come around one day. Who knows? Maybe we'll just, it'll take us another 100 years. Who knows? I hope it don't, because at some point we're gonna have to figure out a way to come together. People walking off these jobs now, they don't want to get that jab. They don't want to get the jab. So at some point, we're gonna have to be forced to do business with each other, because you ain't gonna be able to go into these places and do what you want to do once the savior Joe Biden really starts to really dig in to black people, and because we thought, like, as a whole, as our people thought that Joe Biden was going to be the answer to Donald Trump, right? And people are starting to, like, black people are starting to see how stupid Joe Biden is. You know what I mean? And now they're regretting the fact that, because I guarantee you, if Trump was in office, it probably wouldn't be all of this, all of this whole forced vaccination thing that they got going on right now. People leaving the damn army after they've been in there for, 18 years, 19 years, and then they got one more year until they get their pension, and they leaving because they don't want to get a goddamn shot. You know what I mean? So, whatever. All right, so let me get Matthew 25 and 14.
Matthew chapter 25 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
For the kingdom of heaven is a man traveling into a far country,
Mm-hmm.
who called his own servants,
Mm-hmm.
and delivered unto them his goods.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents.
Oh yeah. I didn't know this was the one you was going to, but go ahead.
To another 2.
All right, so it was read it one more time from the top, please.
From 14 or
From
from 15?
15.
Okay. Verse 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents.
All right, so one brother he got 5 talents, right? Go ahead.
To another 2.
To another got 2 talents, right? Go ahead.
And to another 1.
And to another 1. Uh-huh.
To every man according to his several ability. and straightway took his journey.
Right. So remember, okay, so go ahead. No, keep reading, I'll break it down in a minute. Go ahead.
Then he that received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made the other and made them other 5 talents.
Right. So he increased, right? The brother who had 5 talents, he increased, right? He took his 5 and he increased it to 10. Go ahead.
And likewise, he that received 2, he also gained other 2.
Right. So that brother had those 2 and he increased it with two more. Go ahead.
But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth
Mm-hmm.
and hid his Lord's money.
Right. He hid the money. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 19. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them.
Mm-hmm.
And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more.
Mm-hmm.
His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things.
Mm-hmm.
I will make thee ruler over many things.
Mm.
Either thou enter the joy of thy Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He that received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them.
Mm-hmm.
His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee a ruler over many things.
Mm-hmm.
Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Then he which had received 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee, thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was afraid, and I went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine.
Mm-hmm.
His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slow of servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I had not strawed.
Right. So you already knew this about me. You already knew that this is the type of person I was. Go ahead.
Thou owest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers.
Mm-hmm.
And then at my coming, I should have received mine own with usury.
Uh-huh. With usury.
Usury.
That's with interest, right? He should have gotten his, when he came to collect, he should have gotten that money back that he gave him with interest on it. Go ahead.
Verse 28. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents.
All right. What is this talking about? This is a parable. This is a parable from Christ, right? This is a parable. So what is this parable talking about? You want to take a shot at it, Aitara?
Faith.
Not quite.
Is it saying like don't waste the opportunity that the Most High is giving you?
God damn. Yeah, you right there. You right there. And yeah, you right there. It's about increasing, like with the truth. Right? You want to be the type of person, when you get the truth, you want to increase it. So when Christ returns, you have more to show for what you got in the beginning. So if you're a type of, go ahead and talk about.
So I get like, and with increasing, you gotta be doing work to increase, man. You can't be like what they call the dude sloth. They call it
Right.
sloth.
Meaning that, right. So it's like, right, you come into the school, don't be the same like you was when you first came in the door. Grow over time. You know what I mean? Grow. If you a sister, don't be the same way you was when you first came through the door. Grow and learn, and you know what I mean, and increase. Don't stay like the brother with 1 talent that buried it in the ground. So when Christ returns, you just the same like you was when you first came in the truth. You know? So since you can't handle it, what we'll do is we'll give it to the brother who got 10. Right? The brother who got 10 things that he's doing, we'll put your little talent, we'll put whatever you got going on, we'll put it on the brother who already got his plate full. Because obviously you can't do anything with it. Right? And that's how it is in here with work. right? When you got work, if you a brother that can work, right, you'll get talents, right? You'll get talents. You'll be over this department. You'll be over that department. You'll be over this. You'll be over that. But if you're a brother in here that, you're just cool with just, lacing up your boots, which is fine. Lace your boots up, come to camp, no sweat, right? But if you can't handle that talent, then I'll take the talent from you. I'll do the work for you. And then you don't got to do nothing. Then you can just go home and, go and chill with your rib, and y'all could, do whatever you want to do. But I don't want to put another burden on you that you can't handle. So that'll be the brotherly thing for me to do, is just to take it from you. Just take it from you, and then I'll just put it on my full plate already, right? Because the worst thing I would want to do is have something put on you that you really don't want to be put on you, right? So no sweat, right? That'll be the brotherly thing for me to do. Let me see. So you always want to increase. That's the point. You want to increase. When you first come into this truth, you learn, you get your name, all that kind of stuff. We shouldn't be visiting the same SHIT 2 years in the school, right? We shouldn't be dealing with the same issues that you had coming into school 3 years, 4 years down the line. Like, here we are 4 years later, and you still doing stupid shit, right? You gotta make sure that you increase, right? With whatever you do, and don't stay stagnant. Don't be slothful. You know what I mean? Sometimes you could get like that. You could get slothful because things in the world might be you might be dealing with things in the world. But I always tell brothers, that's the time when you want to lean on the Lord more. You know what I mean? Like that's the time you want to really, oh shit. That's the time you want to really, lean on the Lord and lean on the counsel of the men who came before you, so that you can overcome those, whatever you're dealing with in life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, things ain't never going to be easy, right? But for the most part, like, I don't give a damn what's going on bad in the world or whatever you got going on in your personal life. It's never going to it's never really going to weigh out to the truth being bad. You know what I'm saying? Because in the school, you're gonna always have more good days than you have bad days, no matter what. The problem is, with whatever you're going through, Satan is going to show you that you're going through it, right? And it's going to make you panic, or it's going to make you feel like you might have to isolate, or whatever it is. But the part that Satan is not going to show you is the part where you get over it. The part when the healing comes, right? The 2 years down the line, or a year down the line, 6 months down the line. Satan ain't going to show you that part. He's just going to show you the part that's all effed up. And then long as he can get you to switch your course, or, fall off, or whatever it is that Satan wants you to do, then he essentially won and you lost. Because now, you find yourself, back in the world again. And so many brothers who have come through here said that same junk. So many sisters came through here, Yahweh Shamar and all that, all day, and they're gone. And then it's like you can't blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame nobody else because you ain't here. Look, we grown, all right? We ain't kids in here. I ain't gonna, it's just like if I get fired from my job, I'm not gonna blame somebody because I got fired from my job. I got fired from my job because of what I was doing. Like, yeah, we'll see, because see, if she would have never said nothing, it's like if you wasn't late, she wouldn't have had nothing to tell. If you wasn't, getting clocked in, by your homeboy, then they wouldn't have had nothing to tell to the supervisor. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that you take responsibility for your own actions, right? We can't be children anymore. You got to be responsible for the decisions that you make, right? Whether they're good or bad. You gotta be willing to man up, and that's how it goes, right? So with the truth, you always want to increase. You always want to do more, right? When you accomplish one thing in the truth, find the next thing that you can conquer. And after that, find the next thing after that. And find the next thing after that. When you look at like the generals Look, they up there doing shows every goddamn week. Commander General Yohana's doing 3 or 4 shows a week. General Muhammad been in the truth over 20 years. He's still doing classes every single week, doing the grill. Black Watch every week. You know what I mean? So you as a brother that's been in here for 1 year, 2 years, oh, you just want to just go home? You just want to just be in the crib and just don't do nothing? Then good, no sweat. That talent that you got, a brother that's already got 10, then he'll take it, right? That sister that's doing work, that's ready to do that work, and she's getting it on, then that sister will take that talent, right? Because that's how this truth is. The truth don't wait for nobody. It's like, look, get yourself together. You in here, you got the truth. Why would you throw it away? Look, look. How could you get all of this truth and then go back in the world with people that don't believe what the hell you believe in? How the hell are you going to talk to anybody? You can't talk to nobody. I don't give a damn. You go to a party, y'all all chilling. You chilling with your family, y'all drinking. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And then they talking about something on the news, right? Like, man, I'm going out and voting tomorrow. And you like, man, why you voting, man? You know, voting don't work for black people, blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, what are you talking about? What you talking about? I'm voting. I'm voting tomorrow. We got to get Donald Trump out of office. Who the hell want to be around that? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just not going to click with you. You can try. You can think that it's going to, and whatever your reasons are for going back in the world or whatever, it's only so much you can do. It's only so much weed you can smoke, right? Before you start looking like a blunt, what the hell you want? You want to look like a blunt? Your lips is all. I could tell when I see a sister, I could tell she's smoking because them lips look crazy. I can tell. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when somebody on drugs. I don't even get drug tested at my job because they can just tell I'm not on drugs. But if you coming in there like, hey, man, you know what I mean? They're going to be like, well, a random drug test popped up, right? And yeah, you got to go, you know what I mean? A lot of that time, and I found that out too, a lot of jobs, they be saying random drug tests. It really just be the supervisor just be looking at you. They just be like kind of seeing you and like seeing how you look and all that kind of stuff. And that has a lot of weighing in on how they send you for drug tests. They see you coming in, you know, every day you got the sniffles. You might be sniffing a little coke. Let's go see what's up with that. Sniffle you can't seem to get rid of, right? And so once you start to understand these things, man, you'll be able to have a different outlook and a different perspective on everything, right? You'll have a different perspective. You'll understand that nothing really matters, right? Like I understand that by being in this school and just understanding and being around brothers, being around sisters, and just seeing like how we talk. Because when you come to class, we're discussing how to rule the world. We're just in a smaller. We're having a think tank right now of brothers and sisters. We're sitting here figuring out how we're gonna overtake the world, right? But nobody in the world is gonna, talk about that kind of stuff. They trying to talk about, somebody that's hating on them. You know what I'm saying? Well, she hating on me. Like, well, damn. You know what I mean? But all right, you get my point. So you want to increase, all right? Could I get John 13, 34 through 35? And 13, 34 through 35.
John chapter 13 and verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
That we what?
That ye love one another.
You gotta love each other, man. But Talk Paul always said we here to inject love back into the hood, man. Back into the barrios, the reservations, right? Otherwise, it ain't gonna work. Christ is telling you, I mean, the Bible tells you clearly, you know why that we got to have brotherhood or it ain't going to work? Because we can't beat white supremacy on our own. White supremacy is something that has to be a concerted effort. You ever see Lord of the Rings? Y'all ever see Lord of the Rings? Have anybody ever seen a movie like that? Well, have anybody ever saw a movie where the animals helped out? You ever see that? Like where they're going to such a big battle that the animals get involved, the birds, them sci-fi movies where, the birds, the animals, everything helps the hell out in the damn battle because that's my point. My point is that we all have to come together to win. Otherwise, you ain't going to win. We're going to be saying Black Lives Matter, in the year 3000. Right. That's really the reality of it. It'll be. The only difference is we'll probably be flying or something like that by then. But we'll still be, saying Black Lives Matter. If that, I hope that gets destroyed. It's like it. But read it one more time.
John chapter 13 and verse 34. Mm-hmm. A new commandment I give unto you, mm-hmm. that ye love one another, mm-hmm. as I have loved you, mm-hmm. that ye also love one another. Mm-hmm. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
That's right. That's how you'll know, right? The pastor, he not a disciple of Christ. They'll try to fight you on that. I don't see how anybody could fight us on us saying that we the Israelites. Who would do that? Who would fight us on trying to, even if it, let's just say hypothetically, if it wasn't true, why would you be mad at me for saying it is true? Why would you, you know what I mean? Like, what's so bad about me wanting to identify with something that's great? Right. The only great thing I can identify with is the Egyptians. Oh, because they got gold caskets. That's why. Because they got, gold caskets and pyramids. That's it? Damn. Well, what about, why nobody ever want to identify with, the Democratic Republic of Congo? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we just identify with the Sudan? Right? It's like it's always money. We've been down so much, like we've been we're perpetual slaves throughout history. We go in captivity, come out, go in, come out, go in. It's like, that brother that just keeps going back to jail so much that he's institutionalized. That's really what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans become. We become institutionalized. We're institutionalized to racism and social injustice. We're institutionalized to poverty, everything. Like literally, like we're used to being on the bottom. Like we're like, that wolf that got bred into a dog. That's what it is. Literally, like that's what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have become. We've literally we're just so used to being told what to do, how to move. You know what I mean? You don't have to think. In America, you don't gotta think. When is Thanksgiving? Thursday. When is Valentine's Day? February 14th. Right. When is Christmas? December 25th. You know what I mean? It's just like, you ain't got to think about nothing. How fast can I go on the road? 65 miles an hour. What's my interest rate? 3%. When's my rent due? On the 1st. When am I going to get my check? On the 15th. Everything is already laid out for you. You don't got to think, right? They don't even gotta have us in the room. Just roll it out, right? And that's what we do. And then we got the so-called leadership. They're just the what they call it? Trustees, like sort of like, you know what I mean? They're just the trustees. Like, go out and tell them that they gotta go, that they should vote for Donald Trump, or go tell them that they should do this, or go tell them they should do that. And we still doing the same thing that we used to do back a long time ago, right? And it doesn't matter how much you tell our people what needs to be done for the betterment of our people. Is like we got to do the opposite. maybe we should just say the opposite so we will do it. You know what I mean? Like, well, maybe we'll probably listen to that. It'd be like, everybody go out and drink and get high. Well, we'll probably do that. It wouldn't be like no reverse psychology on that. It's like, oh yeah, I was meaning to do that, right? And so this is why it's important, man, that we love each other, and we don't waver in that, right? Because if you don't got brotherhood, then we're gonna be able to tell. We're gonna see it. You know, the general's gonna see it when they come to your camp. The general said, I could tell. Like when the general comes, he be like, I could tell those sisters don't like each other. I can see it. General Muhammad said all the time, I can tell that those brothers don't get along, but I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? General Muhammad gonna be like, I ain't gonna say nothing, because as long as none of them say nothing, it ain't nothing going on. Because, you know, and that's why, you know what I mean? That's why I'm big on brotherhood and sisterhood, especially down here, right? We don't got time to be bullshitting with everybody's personal problems and shit, right? You ever heard that statement, bow down to something greater than yourself? This is bigger than all of us, right? This ain't got nothing to do with your bad day, right? I can't even have a bad day anymore. I don't even have bad days no more. You know what I mean? You know why I don't have bad days? Because it's lucky for my language, but I know that nobody gives a damn. I've started to say that word, but that's really what it is. Nobody gives a damn about your bad day. You can be mad. You can come in and, oh man, and pout all day. Nobody gives a damn, right? Your brothers will hear you and they'll hear you like, oh man, damn, that's crazy. All right, so we got class tomorrow. You know what I mean? Damn, that's crazy. All right, we're going to camp. You know what I mean? Like the truth don't stop. You got to buck up, man. Keep it moving, right? Because we don't have time to dwell on things for forever. You know what I mean? You know, cats in the world, they'll go to Facebook. This would be so crazy. They'll get on Facebook and Instagram and be like, who do the strong people got to go to? You know, who can the people go to that? Who can the strong people go to talk about their problems? Oh, I just looking for love. I just need somebody to just love me. It's like, God damn, nigga. You know what I mean? Nigga, then you got everybody on your post putting up the prayer hands, the prayer emojis, because you just looking for somebody to baby you. Remember that, Mataza Pa? The brother made it. The brother took a picture, right? This is the craziest. This is crazy. The brother took a picture of him looking sad, right? He took a picture. I showed Mataza Pa. He took a picture and was like, nobody loves me, right? He took a picture of like looking sad, but this is the funny part. Somebody else took the picture. You feel me? Like I told Mataza Pa, I said, now if it was a selfie, that would be different, because you'd be like, just take the picture. But imagine you taking the picture and then I'm like this. Oh, man. And then then you take the picture and I get it phone, be like, all right, that's a good one. And then I'll be like, man, I'm feeling sad. Man, nobody's down for me, your boy. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody in there, Mataza Pa, am I lying? Mataza Pa looked at that. I said, yo, look at this nigga, man. The nigga made a sad post and somebody else took the picture. All right, we got Power Beezy in the house. The flies don't even want to hang up here. All right, so don't be like that, man. Right? Be a winner. You know, don't be a goddamn loser. Tired of losing. You know what I'm saying? Tired of losing. I'm gonna win at something. You know what I mean? And I want to win at this truth. That's what I want to win at. I mean, I'm tired of losing. I've been losing my whole goddamn life. You know what I mean? Shit, I didn't even win the damn. Somebody else won the Powerball, right? Somebody else won $600 million. God damn. I'm tired of losing, man. That's all. You know what I mean? If you Black, Hispanics, or Native Indian, you're just used to losing. So at some point, you got to start saying, you know what? I'm going to stop taking this loser mentality and I'm going to start winning, right? The only way we're going to win is if we come together and win. We can't win if you always in your goddamn feelings all the time, right? That's what's gonna happen. You just losing. You just built to lose. And every time you lose, Satan is just laughing at you. Every time, just laughing. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Nigga, you ain't ready for this. You thought you was. Nigga, you ain't ready for this. Knock you down every time. Knock you down again. Knock you down again. And you just be a guy. You just be in one. You'll be that brother with one talent. You be that sister with one talent. You coming in here and you'll just be the same like you was 5 years ago. We'll still be dealing with the same issues with you because you're just not applying yourself, Smokey. You know what I'm saying? You're not applying yourself. You're not doing what you need to do. You're just being weak. And because of that weakness, you're just going to be a loser. And I'm tired of losing. You know what I mean? I want to win, man. I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? I want to win. All right. So let me get got a couple more. All right. Proverbs 21 and 31. Proverbs 21 and 31. Let me see. Let me get there with you real quick. $21, $31. Is that it? All right, yeah, that's it.
21 and 31?
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 31. The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of the Lord.
Right. You can train. You can do all the wonderful things that you think that it takes for you to be, you know, a monster in this truth, right? You can do all of those things, just like a horse that's trained for battle, right? But also remember this: the everything that you're doing and everything that you have and everything that you are in this truth, it's because the Lord blessed you with it. Right? Don't think for a second that you're just this amazing person in the truth because you just did it on your own. You're that way because the Lord is with you. And the Lord is the reason why you're here today. Right? So that's why it's important that we all understand that. I'll say it again, like I always say, that sister that you don't deal with is a daughter of Zion. And that sister is here because the Lord wanted that sister to be here. You understand? It's like everybody just don't get picked out the world. Out of billions of people, this sister decided to stand with the Lord. And when you come at that sister crazy, the Lord is going to be upset with you behind that. You understand? The same with brothers. I don't give a damn what the brother look like. If that brother is sitting in here and that brother is in here trying to get his life together, that brother is gold because everybody else turned their back on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to keep that in mind too. Like don't like you know, try to sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought, but you know, my point is that, you know, each brother and sister in here is special, right? So you don't want to, you know, down talk a brother or down talk a sister or isolate from a sister because you clicked up with some other sisters and y'all don't fuck with her like that, right? Don't do that because that's a horrible mistake, right? And the minute we see that, the minute I see that, then it's going to be addressed, right? And we all going to be sitting in council, right? Because that shit is just not tolerated at all, right? All right, so we got the understanding on that. All right, so let me see. Psalms 18 and 29. Psalms 18 and 29. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. What's that? Proverbs 19 and 20.
Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 20. Hear counsel and receive instruction.
Right. Hear counsel, man. Just listen to it. Damn. You know what I mean? You know, look, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I can see why man, look, I can see exactly why the general does what he does, man. I see exactly why. Because it's like you can give counsel to somebody and they just will not listen. It's like you just wasting my goddamn time, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, look, man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then you do it. And then be like, damn, man, I should have listened. Like, well, damn, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't sat here and I didn't sat on the phone with you for two damn hours, man. I could have been chilling and watching anything on TV. Anything would have been just better than wasting my time talking to you, right? If you're not going to hear the counsel, right? Hear counsel and receive instruction. What's the counsel of the Most High? I don't have one right here. This is the counsel, right? Counsel ain't always going to be the kind of counsel that you want to hear, right? But it's going to be the right kind of counsel. Right. Not, you know, you don't want to reject good counsel, right? You know, which means get counsel from men of the Lord, right? Don't get counsel from a sister who just came into school. You know what I mean? Don't get counsel from a nigga that just came into school. All right? Because the nigga that just came into school, he's going to pander to you because he probably, you know, he want to be cool or whatever it is. He doesn't have enough seasoning to tell you what's right. He doesn't have enough, you know, experience to tell you what's right, right? So don't get counsel from, like, don't just get counsel from somebody that you comfortable with, right? Sometimes it's good to get counsel from somebody that don't know your situation, right? So they can look at your situation with fresh eyes, right? Fresh ears, right? And so you'll find out. Sometimes you'll get counsel from somebody that you don't usually get counsel from, and then you'll find out that you like totally wrong. But if you go to somebody that you know going to tell you what's right and going to give you the counsel you want to hear, of course you'll more so drop, go that way, because they're going to tell me what I want to hear, so I'll just go to them for counsel, right? And because nobody want to go to, we don't want to go to General Muhammad and get counsel, because I'm trying to tell you, he's surgical with it. I'm trying to tell you. So most people, they won't even try to get no counsel from General Muhammad. They'll just, just keep it to themselves or something like that, because you're not gonna be able to go to General Muhammad and just gloss over the facts. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to do that. You'll try it, but it ain't gonna work. You can try to be like, yeah, well, because you know what I'm saying. I was doing this and I was like, this happened and that happened. We're like, oh, back up. I think I'm missing something. All right, so you said this was that. Well, why did you say this? Well, why did you say that? What made you go out at this time? Well, okay, what was you doing here? Okay, what was you doing? Then you're gonna find out that he gonna get to the total bottom of what your whole issue is. Then you're gonna find out that you was wrong. All right. Go ahead. One more time.
Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Hear counsel and receive instruction,
that
thou mayest be wise in thy later end.
Right, in the latter end, man. When you know what I'm saying, in the last days, which we in right now. If Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning, then we are definitely, at that point, right? I mean, look, this. I hope this whole place fall, right, behind this whole COVID-19 vaccination thing, because it's going to happen at some point. You can't get rid of all the nurses. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't get rid of all the nurses. Once all the nurses start walking out, and then people start leaving jobs, and military starts leaving jobs, and police officers start leaving jobs, it's going to be hard to keep control of this place, and it's going to fall, not because of something from an outside force. Like if you look at Rome, if you study Rome didn't fall because somebody else attacked Rome. Rome fell internally because of what was going on in the country. And that's what made Rome fall. And that's what's going to essentially make America fall. America's going to fall because of their racism. America's going to fall because of white supremacy. They're going to fall because they're trying to take an authoritarian, method, you know what I mean, to dealing with people. And when you start doing that, then you start pissing off your own people. And that's America. America will piss off their own people, right? Then you start pissing off your own people, then you got your own people falling away, and then that's how America falls. Now you got the people walking out on jobs. Already people not working at these damn fast food places because they non-essential. Go ahead. Yeah. I tell you, every fast food joint I go past, they say hiring. They hiring because nobody want to work at no fast food joint. And then as soon as the damn COVID came, they was like, oh, that's non-essential. You can't work. No, that's non-essential. So most people that's coming back, they're like, man, I don't want to work in no job that's non-essential. So I want to work in something that is essential. And those jobs are suffering. You know what I mean? And so you're going to see, man. I mean, maybe this might just be what needs to happen. Maybe this COVID-19 will be what'll usher everything in. You know what I mean? Lord willing to do, but we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna end it there. So brotherhood and sisterhood, anybody got any questions about it before we go? Go ahead. Oh, you.
But I do have another question. This is off topic. But all right, you called like John. How do you know? Like I was trying to find which John you were talking about because there's like 4.
Oh, so it'd be like 1 John, 2 John, or 3 John.
So if one of you guys just say John. Then
yeah, if I say John, then you'll know that that's the regular. That's the
Testament.
right.
And then but you'll call. But all of those are in the New Testament.
Yeah, but I'll say 1 John. Give me 1 John 5 and 3, 1 John 4 and whatever. But if I'm just talking about this, the regular book of John, I'll just say John. Go give me John.
And this may sound stupid, but are all these Johns the same John?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna talk to Paul. Are they? Are they not? They're different. Or, no, wait a minute. They I think they are. Yeah, they're the same. Yeah, they are the same. Yep. Yeah, they are the same. Yeah. Yep. They are the same. I was thinking about like sometimes you'll see in the Bible where like where it'll be like the same name but different people. But yeah, that one is good. That's the same. All right. What the other question was gonna be crazy?
No, I'll talk to you.
Oh, okay. Like, I don't agree with class.
No, but the last time I did it, I was, mistaken for not taking counsel. I don't want counsel in front of the public. So
Yeah.
just to keep that a bag.
To keep you on counsel in the public. Yeah. It's it's that's the best way to go. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the best way to go. Anything that you might feel differently about, then that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? To help out the students, man. And that's what we're here for. All I know is that everything that I've done in this school, and just seeing the men above me and just like seeing them like the real grown men, you know what I mean, seeing real women, you know what I mean, like everything that we're doing is right. It's right. You know what I mean? And it might not be pretty all the time, but it's definitely right. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing wrong. Like, it's like, okay, so who could do better? Tell me that. Who can you go to that's gonna give you better counsel? You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. You just because I know you can't go to no pastor because he ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna tell you to love everybody. That's what he gonna tell you. You ain't praying hard enough, and that's gonna be that, right? All right. So, with that being said, anybody, as long as there ain't no questions online. Most High in Christ, just starting pink. Appreciate it. All right, we're gonna turn the class over to Precinct Officer Matazapah.
With the Israelite School of
Got them
Universal
knees like Fred Sanford.
Like Fred Sanford. With the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Isupk security announcements. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Taj, which is a commandment. You can read it more about it in Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10. Ma'ashra means 10th in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase that Yahweh gives you. We have a priest fund. It's a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. It's whatever amount you would like to give. The next up and coming holy convocation is Feast of the HaKanukah. All right, HaKanukah is going to be Sunday, November the 28th, and it's going to be for 8 days. And if you want to brush up on it before, class start or anything, it's going to be 1 Maccabees chapter 4, verses 52 through 61.
Yeah, I'm going to take off that Monday.
And if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I imagine Ben Israel will give a courteous salute. Ben Israel, Majum Shabbat, Majum, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shabbat, Yadi Matah. Sar means to turn. I imagine for the sisters, get the sisters a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Majum. Salakim, Amajum Shabbat, Amajum, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shamar, Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Yadi Matah, class dismissed. Somebody took the